So, Inktober is finally over and I am able to get back to some normalcy now. So, first of all, I want to say thank you for everyone who watched the Inktober videos. I appreciate your eyes on my warped interpretation of the prompts. Secondly, I want to welcome all the new subscribers to my channel. Hey! Hopefully you stick around. I'm not gonna lie, there is some very messed up things that will happen on my channel and have happened on my channel. If you're up for that, yeah, stick around. If not, bye. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I did any sort of watercolor, so I'm just going to ease back into some watercolor today, and just with a quite simple watercolor piece today. I'm going to be using this palette today, which consists of Sennelier, Daniel Smith, and a Winsor and Newton color. So yeah, good quality stuff, which I don't tend to use a lot of. If you are a regular to my channel, you know that I will use the cheapest art supplies, but they still have a fair amount of quality to them, so it doesn't look extremely terrible. But yeah, this set was actually gifted to me by a fellow ex-art YouTuber who no longer is doing YouTube anymore. She was having a clean out and she gave me her watercolors, and she also gave me her handmade ones. Let's get into some watercolor. I'm very excited. I'm very excited after a month of, actually a bit over a month now of not doing any watercolor. Just wanted to say again that all you people who are new to my channel, if you're not too sure what my channel is all about, I just draw really creepy, horrible, twisted, disgusting things, and I mainly do them in watercolor. So I'm predominantly a watercolor artist, and that's mainly what I do. I do like to mix it up every now and again. I like to do some alcohol markers. I've started to get into gouache a little bit, and there is going to be some different content that I'm going to be doing on my channel and mix it up a little bit. That's coming in the future, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I do some pretty dark twisted stuff. If you want to know a little bit more about me, I will have a little link up in the top of the screen of a video that sort of explains why I do what I do and why I draw horror and why I am a sick, twisted, fucked up person. I couldn't imagine drawing anything else. I can't draw anything nice. You won't see any pretty girls on this channel unless I do one and there's still some sort of blood or grossness in it, or she's half turned into something terrible. You won't see anything too nice on this channel. It is just horror and yeah, creepy things like I have said. So if you like that sort of shit, stick around. You'll enjoy this. Maybe. Depends where your brain is at on the day that I upload. And also, I only upload on a Sunday. I did upload 2 days a week. I only open up 2 days a week for Inktober, as some of you guys know. But yeah, I only upload once a week now, and it's only on a Sunday. That's here in Australia. For the rest of you guys in the world, because I live in the future, you will get this video on a Saturday, not on a Sunday. To get back into watercolor after a whole month of just black and white ink, I decided to do a illustration that is of the like a little mini Grim Reaper, probably like the apprentice of the Grim Reaper, or he could even be the Grim Reaper's son, and he is going to take over, you know, the whole, you know, family business eventually when the Grim Reaper doesn't want to do it anymore. And he's been in training for a while, and he is learning, you know, he's learning everything that he needs to know about, you know, taking people to the other side. Like, he's a little bit of a sicko, this one. Like, he's not your traditional Grim Reaper because he's like the next generation of Grim Reaper. He is very sadistic. He will just go and have massive slaughter parties. And that is portrayed in this illustration because he has blood everywhere all over the axe, the horse that he is riding on, which is also an undead horse, zombie horse, and it's got blood on its face, like they've just like been charging through a crowd of people and have just splat, just blood everywhere. It's been just mayhem for this thing. He is just going crazy with his newfound position in the family business, and he's just having a great time. Don't ask me how or why I come up with this. It just popped into my brain one day and I drew it, and yeah, here we are right now, me actually drawing it for you guys to see. The majority of this illustration is in watercolor, but I did end up having some gouache in the palette. So a lot of this horse, the blue, was mixed with some gouache, some white gouache, and sort of really made a bit softer and a little bit less transparent. Took me a while to work out what color I was going to do the horse. I thought maybe a cold sort of frosty color, which would work very well in this case because it is, you know, it's supposed to represent like a dead creature that is now sort of like a zombie type thing and is alive. So I thought we'll give him like a really frosty sort of look. And then obviously for the skeleton, for this, you know, mini Grim Reaper, Grim Reaper Junior, I did just the normal color of what, you know, old bones would be. I put a bit of green on there to show a little bit of moss, a little bit of decaying and just, you know, algae type sort of stuff. And obviously with his cloak, the Grim Reaper's getup is black. I did sort of like a bluey black for his outfit. And then I sort of started to do the legs of the horse. I sort of transitioned from black feet up into the blue, did that for the front of the snout of the horse, did that for the ears, just to give it more of a dead sort of decay look again. That's it, that's the story. I consider this quite a simple watercolor piece after I have tackled like a whole month of inking and doing Inktober. So this was just warming up, getting back into it with something that I consider quite a simple illustration. everyone's fared well after Inktober, that you's all recovered and had your breaks that you needed to, because you know, like everything when you draw every day, even though you sort of try and keep it as simple as possible, and that's what I tried to do, you still get a bit, you know, you need to recover, you need to have a bit of time off not to draw again for a bit, and that's what I ended up doing, which was really, really good. I had to take a break. I can't draw every day. It's do my head in if I did. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Looking forward to next year. I will participate in every Inktober for the foreseeable future, because I really do enjoy it. And it gives me something different to do, especially if I don't sort of stray away from watercolor. If I don't do that for the year in between each Inktober, sometimes I tend to just flow into the next. I do a lot of scrawler boxes, so I do end up having, you know, getting hold of different art supplies in that respect, but sometimes I do tend to go off onto my tangents and just keep doing watercolor and watercolor and watercolor and watercolor and watercolor without doing anything different. But yeah, like I said, I've got some different stuff coming up in the future, in the, you know, foreseeable, very close foreseeable future. A lot of different stuff that I have had in the plans and in the pipelines for a while now, and due to obviously other sort of things that I'm focusing on and trying to do, it sort of has taken a bit of a back seat. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some different mediums that I've never played with before that I'm going to be doing on this channel. And hopefully it all works out, because a lot of the stuff is I have not used it in my life, and I'm just going for it without experimenting, because that's what I tend to do as well. I'm not someone who sits down and experiments first with stuff. I'll just do it. I'll just record it as I go, and if I fail, I'll record my failings, and yeah, it's just what I do. It's just what this channel is all about. It's just a journey. It's just me having a journey into art, and I'm just recording everything. So yeah, that's my story to my channel. For all you newbies out there that have now come on board and have come on board since October, I thank you, and hopefully you stick around. Hopefully my channel's not too messed up for you, and yeah, this is a good place to just chill, and you know, for everyone who's all sort of different walks of life, you are accepted here. So with that said, I'm just finishing up the illustration now and applying some you know, some finishing touches with white gel pens and some pearlescent purple paint, which is a mist that is coming up from around this Grim Reaper Junior. So that is the final illustration there. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!